Sorry, I had to get on the floor because I had to charge my phone. But anyways, so now he's making up, when we got, let me back up a minute. So anyways, after we had had sex or whatever, cause I had texted him while he was at work or no, he wasn't at work. I don't know where he was at. But anyways, I had texted him and asked him if we could have sex. And, no, he was at work. I'm sorry. He was at work and I had texted him and seeing if we could have sex. He was at a fish fry. And he said, we were joking around anyways with each other. And then that night I had texted him again about it, and he said, could I keep feelings out of it? Well, I kind of feel like that's a little late for that, since that we had been dating since Sunday, and I had already started to like him a lot, and then he tries to tell me to turn all that off. How could you just turn that off? But okay, whatever. I wanted to have sex, and I didn't give a shit, so I just told him yeah. So I go in there, we have sex, and then as we're talking, before I had moved here, I didn't really care if I got sex or not. Like, it was just because my ex-husband was a jerk, and I really didn't want to have sex with him, so it really didn't bother me whether or not I had sex or not. Since I've been here, I've had more sex than I've had in the last, since I've ever had sex. I've had more sex here than I've ever had sex in my life, and I've never thrived so much for having sex until I came here. And so basically I've turned into a nympho. And so when I'm standing in there, I was like, well, this is going to be really hard for me because you've pretty much turned me into a nympho, and I've never wanted sex so much. He said, if I can hold off, you can too. And so my thinking is he's wanting to hold off having sex with each other until we get a little stronger into building what we are building towards. Like he had, sorry, that was an accident. Like he had said. Well, then he proceeds to tell me that last night when I was talking to him, he was telling me that he doesn't know what he's going to do because he has his daughter and he don't want her to think that he's taking the attention away from her. And then he tells me that, what else did he say? He said that he's so mad at somebody else right now, and then he said that he feels bad leaving me here by myself when he goes and does things with his daughter. And first of all, I told him I didn't care about when he left with his daughter because I like to spend time with mine by myself too. Second of all, being mad at the other person, he was already mad at that person before I came along. To use that for an excuse right now is just an excuse. I told him, I said, that's kind of messed up putting that off on making that part of the issue right now when that has nothing at all to do with what we are doing. And third of all, the daughter, feeling bad, his daughter, and what was the other thing? Anyways, I really feel like he is making up, trying to come up with excuses why he's not wanting to do this. And I think a lot of it is he's scared. He doesn't, like, he jumped right into it, and he does like me. He did tell me that he likes me, but he's scared that he's afraid that he's gonna get hurt again because his ex hurt him a lot, and I get it. I've been hurt. But you can't use everything else as an excuse to do stupid things. Not everybody's the same. So last night I tried to talk to him a little bit about it, and then we ended up having sex. Now, when you're having sex and you're not having sex with emotions, well, first of all, we were not sleeping in the same bed for like 2 days. For 2 days there, we was not sleeping in the same bed. And it was Friday, or no, it was Saturday night and Sunday night. We did not sleep in the same bed. Last night, I was sitting in there talking to him, because Saturday I was still upset about the situation, and Sunday I just wasn't feeling myself, and I wasn't feeling well, and I just wanted to be in my own little world, I guess you want to say. And so I put my earbuds in, and it just kind of stuck to myself. Saturday I did the same thing, but I was mad. I stuck my hoodie on and stuck my hat on and laid there, wouldn't talk to him. I didn't talk to him yesterday, or not yesterday, sorry, Sunday night. But last night I did talk to him. I came in and I talked to him, and we laughed and we talked, and right before he was going to bed, he kind of motioned for me to go in his bedroom, and so I did, and I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I was in there to talk to him, if I was going to be able to sleep in there with him, so I just pretty much like paced around the room. And then he says that, like, he's like, well, I'm getting ready to go to bed, like maybe a half an hour after I come in there. He's like, I'm getting ready to go to bed. Are you laying down? He's like, 'cause I gotta shut this light off. And I was like, yeah. And I walked over there and I sat down in his bed, and I just sat there, and he turned around and he started watching a movie. And before we had went in there, he asked me if he decided that he just wanted to stay friends, would I still stay living here as his roommate? And I said no. And he said, what you said the other day, that even if we hadn't started dating, and if we were friends and that I asked you to move in, you would have still moved in because it was awkward. I said, yes, I did tell you that. But I said, you fucked that up by dating me. I said, now feelings are involved, and I said, and it would suck living here, liking you, and just being your friend and your roommate. That would suck. I couldn't do it. I couldn't live here. And like, he kind of acted kind of hurt about it, and I told him how my friend Denissa felt about the situation, which she was upset about the situation, and I told him that she had said that I was a really good person, and that I didn't deserve to be. He shouldn't have done what he did, and that he doesn't realize what he's done, and who he's done it to. That I'm a really good person, I deserve to be happy, and that I just told him basically what she had said to me. And he said, what? He's like, what did I do? Start all over and be friends and start off with a really good foundation? No, that's not what you're saying. That's not what you're saying. And for argument's sake and for this video's sake, I'm gonna call him Babe or Baby, because I really don't want his name across any social media website or any out there like that, because I don't really feel like a whole lot of my personal life is a whole lot of YouTube's business in the entire world. So anyways, he said that he's wanting to build a friendship from he's wanting to build a relationship from a really good foundation, basically from starting out as friends and turning into something really good. Well, when I was back to what I was saying, when I was sitting in the bed, I turned and looked at him, and I said, because he said I said it'd be awkward, and he said, what? I said, Michael, it would be awkward. to your question earlier, why I wouldn't stay even if we were just friends, I said it would be awkward. I said we had already developed feelings for each other, and then you want to just be friends? I was like, I can't do that. Maybe a guy can turn that off and on, but I can't. I can't just turn off how I feel about you. I said that would be like me living with my ex, Brandon, and knowing that he loves me as much as he does, and telling him, oh, you can live with me, but we're just friends. And I'm going to continue going out finding dating and stuff and exploring the dating scene. I can't do that. And that would be wrong. That would be, it would hurt him. And I said that would hurt me, because I knew that I liked you and you stopped seeing me, and then maybe a week later started back up on the dating site. Like, how fucked up is that when you tell me you're not ready for a relationship, and that's the reason that you're doing this, because you're not ready for a relationship right now, which was one of his excuses, by the way, earlier. I forgot about that one. He wasn't sure if he was ready because of his daughter, and then that other issue, and this issue, some other issue. I can't even remember anymore now what it was. And he's like, he goes, but I really like you.